What's up, everyone? Crimson Fox here with another deck breakdown. So recently I've acquired, oh my gosh, forgot what's the newest structure deck, Dragons Collide. I mean, I got it a while back ago, more recently than any of my other cards, but a while back ago. And for the longest time I didn't show you guys because it was straight out of the box unchanged for, like, ever. But then more recently, like a week or two ago, I got more cards for it, and now it's closer to my Red Eyes deck that I showed you. So I just wanted to show you this current deck, since, quite frankly, I didn't want to show you another DNet deck, because I think it's boring, and I think it's not very fun, and yada yada yada. Anyway, let's move on to my Chaos Dragons. Alright, first up, we have one Blue Eyes. That's it, just one Blue Eyes, because he's really just there to take up space. He will get replaced with something else sooner or later, but for now he's here, because he's a powerhouse, and I can easily get him out. Next, Red Eyes. Like I said, I made it more like my Red Eyes deck from before, so he has to be in there. Only one of him, though. So, yeah. And he's Red Eyes, you know what he does, which is nothing. 2, Eclipse Wyvern. I'm waiting, I want to get a third. Really, really badly. But yeah, he's a really good card, and I need 3 in the deck. Basically what he does is when he dies, or, sorry, not when he dies, but when he's sent to the graveyard from anywhere, on anything, for any reason, as long as he is sent to the graveyard, you can banish one level 7 light or dark dragon type monster, or sorry, one level 7 or higher light or dark dragon type monster from your deck. When he's banished from the graveyard, you get that monster to your hand. So it's a really good card, searches a lot, and kind of replaces the need for someone like Red Eyes Wyvern. Alright, so that's Eclipse Wyvern. 1, Divine Dragon Apocralyph. I need another one. He is very important to the deck. But, oh, sorry. I need to explain him. Basically, he's like Divine Dragon, or Genesis Dragon. If you don't know who Genesis Dragon is, he is an old jump card. An old jump card. If you've seen my first Dragonute breakdown, he was in there. And basically, what Apocralyph does is you can discard 1 card from your hand to get 1 dragon from your graveyard back to your hand. Whereas Genesis was discard 1 dragon monster from your hand. With Divine Dragon Apocryph, you just don't have a limit to discard. You can discard a spell if you want to get a dragon back to your hand. And that's really what his main thing is for. It's if my Red Eyes cards or anything that I need is in the grave and I can't bring it back, I use his effect to get it out. So yeah, he's a pretty good card. He's really weak though, and that's the one thing I don't like about him. With weakness comes, well, weakness. For lack of a better word. Alright, next, 1, D-Metal. I have more copies, but they're being used in another deck right now, and they work terrific in the deck. You guys know the deck. I showed it to you 2 weeks ago. And I only got 1 box of Dragons Collide, so I didn't get 2 more of him. Yeah, that's really it. I didn't get 2 more of him, and I have 2 more. And eventually, I'll either get 2 more of this kind, or just use those 2 from my Dragonutes and put it in this deck. See how it works. Because I only really need a set of 3. Alright, next, Red Eyes Darkness. This is the main point of the deck. My favorite card. You guys should know what he does, but for those of you who don't, basically you can only summon him by tributing a Red Eyes, Black Dragon. And after that, he gains 300 for every dragon in your grave. So you got so his base summon, which is B Chick, Tribute, B Dragon, Tribute, Darkness. That's the most basic way to do it, unless you used a spell. like advanced rules, something like that. I can't remember the card. It's a spell card that lets you special summon level 5 or higher normal monsters. Ancient rules, that's it. I just remembered. So if you use ancient rules, that's really the basic way, the fastest way. But I'm talking about a basic way when you can get in one hand, which you can get the other one in one handed. I'm just rambling. Anyway, basically the way you were, when he came out, the way you were supposed to do it was be chick, be dragon, then him. So I consider that the basic way to get him out. But doing the basic way, the lowest he can have is 3K, and that's pretty cool. Just bringing him out automatically makes you a 3K. Automatically makes him a 3K beater. Is it bad that he doesn't have protection or anything like that? Yeah. Is he a bad card overall? No. I'll never say he's a bad card overall. I love cards that get more strength. That's why he's my favorite. Plus, he's a red-ice monster. Fucking cool. Alright, next. 2, Darkflare Dragon. He's a really, really, really good card for the deck. He sets up the grave, he adds more to the grave, and he banishes cards. He has a really great combo with Eclipse Wyvern, where you just send one card from your hand to the grave, and then send an Eclipse Wyvern from your deck to the grave. Then banish that same Eclipse Wyvern. So that way you get whatever cards you banish with Eclipse Wyvern to your hand directly. It's a great combo. I love this card. It gets everything off. And even though it's weak, it does its job right, and that's all I need it to do. And then after that, I just need it to be in the grave. So yeah, love that card. Next, 2 Lightpulsar. Simply because I have 2 Lightpulsar. And Lightpulsar is actually a generally good card. He gets back my D-Metal, my regular red-eyes Black Dragon. You know, he gets back a lot of things. But other than that, he's just kind of here. Oh, he can also put dragons in the grave, from my hand to the grave to bring him out. So that's really the only reason he's here. Basically how he works is you can either... Oh, by the way, it works for him too. You do the basic Chaos Summon, which is banish 1 Light or Dark from your grave. Special Summon it, which is optional, which is always nice. And he also has a secondary summon when he's in the grave. You can send a Light and Dark monster from your hand to the grave to bring him back. Whenever he dies and is sent to the grave, you can special summon 1 level 5 or higher Dark Dragon type monster, which is always nice. I hardly ever use them though, honestly. I just put them in there since I don't have anything else to put in there. 1 Prime Material. Terrific card. Protects my dragons from anything that may try to kill them, like Dark Hole. So, he's always nice to have. 3x Dragonute, simply for power. Basically, Goblin attack force minus 300 attack. Whitestone Legend. It's a tuner, and it brings out Blue Eyes more importantly. That's the real reason. The Chick. Special summons out Red Eyes from my hand. These next cards are the ones that are probably going to go. Plus the cards I just showed you. Minus Prime Material. Dark Arm Dragon. He's Dark Arm Dragon. You know what he does. There's no need to explain. Sangan. No need to explain. I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible. Although I can do a little bit more explaining if I wanted to. It's only... Sorry. Let me move on. 2 Jain. I like Jain. I like to run Jain because he's a good Lightsworn. He doesn't mill too fast. It's only 2 cards, and I can handle 2 cards a turn for the most part. I feel I can survive more turns with them than someone like Lila. Plus, I don't own any Lila. I gave my last one to my friend because he needed to get his hands on a 3rd Lila. But anyway, Jain. I like Jain. He's really good. He becomes a 21 beater when attacking a card, when attacking a monster, so that's always nice. And he speeds up the deck a little bit by milling 2 cards each turn. I never bring out both at the same time. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. Ever, never. It would be too fast. It would start milling way too much. Summon a Monk. You guys know what he does. He special summons other level 4s. I basically use him to get Wyvern to the field then exceeds for a rank 4. Use its effect to get him in the to get Wyvern in the grave to use Wyvern's effect. Yeah. Oh, and I guess I could explain how his effect works. Basically, when you discard a spell card, and you can special summon one level 4 lower monster from your deck, and it can't attack. That's pretty much it. Oh, also when he's normal summoned or flip summoned, he's automatically in defense mode. Next, Ryko. Ryko's a really good card. I only own one. Basically, he blows up cards at the cost of milling once he's flipped. Really good card. Nice mill. Nice effect. Really good for a starting hand. Really bad late game. At least for this deck. Chaos Sorcerer. Really good card. I love Chaos Sorcerer. I really do. He's another Chaos monster. That's the only reason he's in here. I am eventually going to take him out. Because this deck isn't supposed to be a Chaos deck quite just yet. In fact, not at all. I'll probably make a Twilight deck since I have enough Chaos Sorcerer to do so. I have enough Chaos Sorcerer and... No, just Chaos Sorcerer. And I guess I could use the Lightpulsar, but that's... I'm getting rambly again. Sorry. Chaos Sorcerer. Really good. Basic Chaos monster. And then he can banish at the cost of not being able to attack. He can banish one monster on the field, which is nice. They have to be face up, but still, you're banishing monsters. It's always nice. Next are the cards. They're spell cards. Book of Moon. Staple. Most of these are going to be kind of staple-ish. Burial. Staple. Well, not really staple, but it brings back my banished monsters from the banished pile. When you combo with someone like Wyvern, he gets his effect again. So it's kind of dangerous. But if I'm banishing too many of my monsters, I just use this, and I get them all back. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I don't banish a lot in this deck. Treasure Light Brigade. Mill 3 cards, search for a Lightsworn. Foolish Burial. Send a card from your deck to the grave. Works great with Wyvern. Starts up his effect. Gets him to the grave the first turn. Magical Stone Excavation. Discard 2 cards. Get 1 spell card from your grave back. Monster Gate. Tribute a monster. Pick up cards and reveal them from the top of your deck until you find a monster that can be normal summoned. Special summon that monster. I love these kinds of cards. Monster Gate and Reasoning. They're so fucking cool and so fucking great. Love these cards. Alright. Monster Reincarnation. Discard a card, get a monster back to your hand. This is for, Dad. His main reason is for Dad. That's it. Reasoning. Same thing as Monster Gate, except I don't like Reasoning as much as I like Monster Gate, because Monster Gate can't be stopped. Reasoning can. Basically, with Reasoning, your opponent declares a level. Let's say level 4. Especially for this deck, because a lot of monsters are, if you haven't noticed, level 4. So they say level 4. If I pick up a level 4 monster, this effect was useless. It was hands down useless. I didn't get anything out of it. Unless, of course, that level 4 happened to be Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern. So, yeah. That's the one drawback to Reasoning. But on the off chance I get someone like Darkflare or Lightpulsar or even D-Metal, like someone high level like that I don't have a lot of monsters of, don't have a lot of monsters of the same level, it works really well to my advantage. Wingbeat, because I don't have another Heavy Storm, and honestly, I prefer monsters being in my hand in this deck, so I'd much rather use Wingbeat. Same thing with, I'm pretty sure I took out Heavy Storm in my Dragonutes for Wingbeat. I'm thinking. No, I didn't. I don't think I did. Anyway. Last two, MST, staple. Alright, next are the traps, and I have very few of them. And, so here we go. Here's the start of the traps. 1, escape from the dark dimension. My trap lineup's kind of strange. It doesn't work very well. But I hardly get to my traps enough to even worry about it. I'm trying to get a better trap lineup, but I'm not sure what to put in. I have more Escape from the Dark Dimension, but I took them out in favor of another card simply because I wanted to try it out, see how it works. So I only have one, even though more of this would be really good because a lot of the monsters are dark. Not one, not two, 3 Dragons Rebirth. I thought this card was interesting, and I like the idea of it. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I mean, I banish a monster, a Dragon-type monster, to get a Dragon-type monster from my hand or grave. So that's kind of cool. I like that idea. So I wanted to try it out, so I put in 3. Now I know most of you are going to say, Dragon's Rebirth sucks, you're not supposed to use it, But, you know what, whatever, I wanted to try it. I still want to try it. And then, of course, 1 call. I have more call, but I just didn't want to use more. I mean, I could, but again, I wanted to test out Dragon's Rebirth. And the spell lineup I kind of needed. I mean, there are some spells that I don't need, such as Book of Moon, really. I don't feel like you need Book of Moon. Alright, now there is one more card I need to get, but that's the main deck. Just gonna grab a card really fast, because I forgot to bring it with me, because I'm an idiot. This is gonna make the video sound shitty, but what? Oh well. What time is it? Well, how much? We got 16 minutes. Okay. I think I've been explaining long enough, but I'm gonna explain this last card. This is my extra deck. I only have this card on me. I'm letting my brother use my other rank 4 Xyz, which is Utopia. I only have 1 card in the extra deck, and that is Wind Up Zenmaister. I love this card. It's not so great for the deck, besides the fact that it's a rank 4 Xyz. It's really, really good because it's a rank 4. I can use Wyvern as a material, and then Wyvern will still get its effect even when it's used for material, because of the wording on Wyvern. I love it. It's so good. Such a good combo. Summoner Monk. Discard a spell, Wyvern. Xyz, Zenmaister. Use its effect if there's another monster on the field. Flip that monster. And start Wyvern's effect. Banish that level 7 or higher Dark Dragon type monster. Namely, Standard Red Eyes Darkness. Alright, so anyway, that's the deck. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Remember, whenever you need help with a deck, or you want me to build you a deck, or you want me to explain a card to you, just post in the comments below, or send me a PM. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, rate, comment, subscribe, burn books, something like that. And until next time, you keep on being nerdy, internet.